When we looked at the risk of being diagnosed with cancer at a young age, between 15 and 39 years old, that risk increased by 40%. Let's learn from Barbara O'Neill, an Australian health professor internationally known for her focus on the body's natural healing potential. This video covers which environments promote cancer cells, including how the acidic body can help create a favorable environment for cancer cells. She will teach you why foods that help the body become slightly more alkaline can help protect against cancer. Specifically, there are 7 easily accessible foods that help the body maintain a healthy pH balance. Cancer loves acid and also loves the absence of oxygen. Another thing cancer loves is sugar. So, knowing these things, it makes a lot of sense to alkalize your tissues. When people come to us looking for help fighting cancer, we suggest a highly alkalizing diet, ways to oxygenate the body and also significantly eliminate glucose, the sugars ingested. Everyone wants a quick solution, but unfortunately there isn't one. I will cover what are the best foods to eat from a pH balance perspective. Before we dive into the 7 foods to protect against cancer, let's first understand pH. Balance our body. Maintaining pH balance, especially keeping the blood slightly alkaline, with a pH between 7.35 and 7.45, is critical for optimal immune function and protection against diseases such as cancer. A balanced pH supports enzyme function, cellular integrity, microbial control, inflammation regulation, nutrient absorption, and detoxification. Diet plays an important role in this balance, and consuming more alkalinity-forming foods while moderating acidity-forming foods helps maintain a healthy pH. This dietary approach can strengthen the body's natural defense mechanisms, contributing to overall health and disease prevention. The first food is lemon, and you might be surprised to see that the first alkaline food I'm mentioning is the simple lemon. You might think lemon is acidic, and it is, but it's acidic where it should be. There is only one part of the body that should be acidic. Do you know where it is? In the stomach, because if the stomach is not acidic, it is not possible to break down proteins. However, when lemon is broken down in the intestine and the minerals are absorbed into the blood and distributed to the tissues, it has an alkalizing effect. This happens because lemon is rich in alkaline minerals such as sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and iron. Isn't lemon wonderful? Every home should have a lemon tree. Here we don't use vinegar, we use lemon, which is far superior. Dark green vegetables are also alkalinity-forming. We should eat dark green vegetables every day, such as kale, parsley, chard, spinach, and wild beetroot. Green barley or super greens are also good options. Vegetables in general have an alkalizing effect, but there is a caveat with some vegetables. Some people find that certain foods have an alkalizing effect, while others can have an acidic effect. These foods include tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, known in some countries as aubergine, and regular potatoes, not potatoes. Sweet potato. These vegetables belong to the nightshade group and can have different effects depending on the person. For some they have an alkalizing effect, while for others they have an acidic effect. It is important to adjust this according to your body, as no one can make this adjustment for you. If you have an inflammatory condition in your body, nightshades can aggravate that inflammation. However, if you like these foods and don't have adverse reactions or arthritis, you can enjoy them. When tomatoes are cooked with oil, such as olive oil, it releases a compound called lycopene, which is fat-soluble. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant and can help reduce prostate inflammation, which is good news. Men over 40 should consume cooked tomato and olive oil dishes about 3 to 4 times a week. Additionally, there are certain types of legumes that are alkalinity-forming, such as lima beans, lentils, and soybeans. You may wonder why some legumes are alkaline and others are not. Certain legumes are alkaline due to their high content of alkaline minerals, such as magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which help neutralize acids in the body. In contrast, legumes with higher levels of acidic minerals, such as phosphorus and sulfur, or with higher protein content, may be more acid-forming. Furthermore, the presence of fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants in some legumes supports their alkalizing effect. Maintaining a balanced diet that favors alkalinity-forming foods can improve the body's natural defense mechanisms and contribute to overall health and disease prevention. Other examples include lentils and chickpeas, which are generally more alkalizing, while soybeans and peanuts can be slightly more acid-forming. The overall impact on pH balance depends on the specific nutritional composition of each legume and should be considered within the context of a balanced diet. 4 grains. Millet is alkaline. We had millet this morning. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I think we will have quinoa for another breakfast. These are alkaline grains and also gluten-free, which makes them very popular. Another grain is amaranth, which is not very well known. Traditionally consumed by the Aztecs, amaranth is a very small grain that, when cooked, has a glue-like consistency. When my grandchildren are with us and want porridge, I usually mix a little amaranth with the millet or quinoa. If they eat oats, I also add a little amaranth, and it's really tasty. Spelled and kamut are wild hybrids of the original wheat. Rice and oats are also good for consumption. Oats are here, rice too, and they're not bad grains. We need a little acidity. The 2 nuts that are alkaline are almonds and Brazil nuts. All its seeds have an alkaline effect. Many seeds are considered alkalinity-forming due to their mineral content. Seeds rich in alkaline minerals such as magnesium, calcium and potassium tend to be alkalinity-forming. These minerals help neutralize acids in the body. Seeds often cited as alkaline include chia, flaxseed, pumpkin and hemp. Regarding fruits, I also have a reservation. If someone has yeast in their body and is consuming a lot of fruit, the sugar in the fruit can feed the yeast. As yeast feeds on fruit sugars, it can proliferate and cause problems. Therefore, it is important to moderate fruit intake in cases of excess yeast in the body. Maintaining a balanced diet that includes alkalinity-forming foods can help improve the body's natural defense mechanisms, contributing to overall health and disease prevention. It releases acetic acid, lactic acid, and uric acid, essentially creating a favorable environment for itself. So, when a person has yeast in their body and is eating a lot of fruit, you can see that they are feeding the problem and creating a pH 5.5 environment where the yeast loves to live. So should my entire diet consist of alkaline foods to maintain a pH 6.5 environment? To maintain the ideal environment, we must consume 20% acid-forming foods and 80%, 70 to 80%, alkalinity-forming foods. And I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear me say that the 20% should come from this section here. Therefore, 80% of the foods you consume should be alkalinity-forming, as we mentioned in this video. The rest can be made up of acid-forming foods, such as whole grains, legumes and nuts, which have a healthy nutritional value. To explain further, it is important to understand that acid-forming foods, although they need to be consumed in moderation, still play a significant role in our diet. Whole grains, such as brown rice and oats, provide essential fiber and nutrients. Legumes, such as beans and lentils, are excellent sources of protein and vitamins. Nuts, such as almonds and Brazil nuts, are rich in healthy fats, proteins and minerals. By balancing these foods with alkalinity-forming foods like fresh fruits and vegetables, seeds, and some types of gluten-free grains, we can create a healthier body environment. This approach not only helps maintain optimal pH, but also promotes better digestion, greater energy, and improved immune function. Therefore, when planning your meals, remember to include a greater proportion of alkaline foods, while still enjoying the nutritional benefits of acid-forming foods in smaller quantities. This will help create a balance that promotes overall health and well-being.